Good morning, everybody. Coach Side Harris here, out of my morning walk and talk. Man, still nice weather out here in Charlotte. You know, I was asked one time, how do things just work out for you? Like, it just seems like you're just such a success in everything you do. How does it just work out for you? I just looked at him and said, because I believe it all works out for me. I believe everything works out the way I want it to work out. And like, it's that easy? I said, well, maybe. You just gotta remember, your brain is powerful. It's powerful. It gets what it focuses on, right? Let's say you wake up today, maybe you got into a disagreement with your spouse, or you had an argument with your kids, and you get to work, and you're like, man, I can't believe they said that. Can't believe my kid said this. Can't believe my husband and wife said this. That makes me mad. Just disrespect me, right? Da da da. That's what I'm focusing on. 3 or 4 hours later, I'm in a bad mood. I'm still focused on it. Lunchtime, I'm starting to get over it. I go to lunch with my friends, and they say, hey, how's the day so far? Oh my gosh, let me tell you, guess what? Right back into that loop. Right back into that loop. Right back into it, because guess what I'm focused on? I'm focused on the negative. You know, whatever we focus on is what we're going to get. You ever driven down the road? I know you have. And you're like, all right, don't miss the exit. 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 And next thing you know, miss the exit. There it goes. Because your focus wasn't on taking the exit. So many times we have dreams, we have aspirations, and all we can think about is, what if it doesn't work out? What if this goes wrong? What if that goes wrong? It's life. It's gonna go wrong. It just is. It's gonna go wrong. Not saying we don't have to think about it and be prepared. I don't stress about it, because it always works out for me. It always works out. I always hit my goals. When I think like that, guess what comes to me? The things I want. Not necessarily the goals right off the bat, but when I focus on the goal, I wake up thinking about the goals, guess what? The answers come, the discipline comes, the focus comes. Not just the discipline, but the self-discipline. Big difference in discipline and self-discipline. We talked about the other day, number one tool, one of the number one tools for success is confidence. Man, another one of those top 5, 6, 7 tools is what's up here and what you're telling yourself. What are you telling yourself? I can do it, I can do it, I can do this. No, I can't. Just was mentoring someone yesterday. They flown in from Atlanta, spent 4 or 5 hours with me. And the conversation was just that. Well, you know, I've done some of this, I've done some of that. And they're like, I look at them and go, but that's why you're not where you're at, because you've done some of this and some of that. And they go, I just don't understand, sir, how you get it all done. How do you spend time with your family? How do you do this? How you're building this? How you're building that? How do you have time to do that? Because I know I can. It always works out for me. I said, what do you mean? I said, well, I structure my day. There's a time in my life I didn't spend any time with number 4. You know, the other 3, they're all adults. You know, so there was a time I didn't spend any time with number 4, and I didn't like that. So I just made a decision, I'm gonna start spending time with number 4. So instead of me having her mom take her to school every day, I just get up earlier so I can do this and get my walk in, get my mind right before I interact with her. Then I get up, I interact with her. We have a great morning, we talk. I get her breakfast, make her some lunch, get her off to school, drive her to school, 30 minutes there. I have time. 2 days a week, 3 days a week, She's working with me. I do everything I can to make sure she rides home with me. And I get an hour every day in the morning time with number 4. At least 3 days a week, sometimes 4. I get 30 minutes on the way home. I get an hour and a half with my kid every day, just me and her. Just me and her. Why? Because it works out for me. I said I need to spend more time with her, and I focused on that. And the answer came, get up a little earlier. Get your goals done a little earlier. So just believe it works out for you. Doesn't mean you don't have to do the work. You do have to do the work, right? But when you're focused on the goal and you just know it's going to work out for you, the obstacle doesn't slow you down, right? When life punches you in the face, like we talked about in another video, you don't sweat it. You say that's part of the process. Because I know the formula to the process, I know sometimes I make careless mistakes. I just got to get my eraser and erase that piece and do that part over again. And it'll work out. I always get the answer I want. It's right here. You got to believe. When you believe in it, wrap up with this, guys. When you believe in it, every day you're working towards it. You wake up driving towards it. No matter what, you will always find a way because you're not focused on the obstacles. You're focused on